And this is what we're dealing with. Woo-hoo. That's a big burrito. And hash browns. Hello, my friends, and welcome. I'm screaming because I'm off of a very busy road, but just got out of Wex. Had a big old breakfast. It was so good. The service was wonderful. Price, everything, the atmosphere. Not a lot of people in there yet. I think I got there kind of early, but people were starting to come in. But that was a very nice experience. Now that I'm full, I've got kind of a free day. I got to get some chores done, some different things done. Maybe get the oil changed in my car, which is way past due. And just kind of maybe a walk and talk. Some things on my mind lately. Philosophical maybe in nature. But it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. And, well, we'll make it a good day. Actually, I was heading towards this restaurant right here off of Chores, and I've passed it many, many times. I've never been there, so this morning it popped into my mind for some reason. I guess because I was going to be in this area. So I come sailing down here, and guess what? It's all closed up. Maybe that's good, I don't know. But that'll teach you to, you want to try something, do it before it's too late. I heard it was pretty good. I can't even remember the name of it. Chores and Fortuna. Well, while they're changing my oil, thought I'd come out here. It's not too bad in the shade, but oh boy, that humid sun is really tough to take lately. But it's summer, right? I'm trying to keep myself up, trying to keep positive. A lot of people say, hey, you look like you're doing better. You look like you're happier. You're out there just driving all over, taking pictures, people say. And a lot of people don't realize that I've become a pretty good actor. I can have a miserable day. I can be so down and still act like I'm doing okay, because who wants to see an old man all grumpy? So that's part of it. And I know my anxiety is out of hand sometimes. It keeps me from enjoying things, makes me want to do things quickly and honestly make errors. I make some errors at work because I think it's part of my anxiety wanting to get things done. Then I make a mistake and I get in trouble. And part of it too is my age. Short-term memory is not as good as it used to be. In fact, it's pretty bad lately. It's kind of scary. Now, I'm not completely convinced that there are guardian angels, although I'm starting to lean that way. At least divine intervention in some way. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten into trouble, whether it's driving or walking a certain area, and all of a sudden things are okay. I'll tell you some of my own experiences from way back when I was a kid, and not too awful long ago. Well, many, many years ago when I was a little kid, my brother had an old jalopy, liked to collect cars and work on them. And I was probably about 6 or 7 years old, if that. Wanted to go for a ride with him, so I hopped in the back seat. We were driving down the road, took a corner, the door opened, I fell out. I tumbled out. And if I ever tell that story, people say, well, that's what's wrong with you then. I don't think I hit my head. Not a scratch. Not a scratch, and I was okay. My mom didn't find out about it for years and years later, and she was kind of upset. Now, another time when I was a little kid, I was a big baseball player. I loved baseball. And I don't know, I must have been 9, maybe 10, and played a lot of Little League. And we practiced all over, wherever they could get us a field. And one time, we finished practice, and one of my teammates' father said, well, I'll take you all home. And so we hopped into his car, 4 or 5 of us, I'm thinking. And we're heading down the road, and he turns into this store, and I'm going, oh, he must need something. It was a liquor store, and he buys several little bottles of booze, and right there, just chugs them right down. And as a kid, I wasn't sure what was going on. I had an idea what was going on, but I thought, oh Lord, how scary is that? So that's another survival story right there. And I've talked about surviving certain things on this channel before, and I've talked about the way my motorcycle was about ready to crash, and all of a sudden it just came up out of nowhere. Kind of felt that whoosh. And another story before I have to go here, kind of flooding this whole waiting period for my car with all these stories, but I guess it's story time. Another time was I worked for a finance company and had to go out of town. Went to this dealership where these guys wanted to impress us, I guess, go to bars. And the owner, who was driving us around in his truck, this was West Texas, Lubbock, I believe. And drinking, shots. I left a couple of my shots. I'm just not a big drinker. I had a few beers. But we're getting in his truck, and he is drunk out of his mind. And I'm going, what am I doing in this truck with these drunks? So luckily, we didn't get killed at that time. So another angel or something watching out over me. I mean, I think it's daily, not just these stories. You can't see my eyes through my sunglasses, but they're wide open. $163 to change your oil. Used to be like $30. I didn't have any real extra things done other than an air filter, which I know you need. That was only $30. Woo! Oh well, moving on and moving on. Seems like every time I take a day off as a quote-unquote vacation, I tend to spend a lot of money. Got gas this morning, breakfast. Just can't trust me with free time. Well, I just invested in some new shoes. I'm pretty much stuck with Skechers. They seem to be a pretty good shoe. They easily slip on, and they're very light, very comfortable. I thought I'd get a little bit of a different sole this time, something a little more springy. They're kind of expensive, but these days it's not that big a surprise. But I thought I would go for a walk and wear them in a little bit. So let's go for a walk, get a little exercise, and can always get that sun, right? Always get the sun. Yeah, new shoes have that little, not squeak, but kind of a slurp, squish, slurp sound to them. You know they're new. Looks like they're building something else over here at the Windrock Center. I'm going to go over the very busy bridge. I mean, bridge over the very busy freeway. Can't believe it, not one person honked at me. Someone always likes to honk and give you a little bit of a thrill, scare the heck out of you. Look at that graffiti down in the arroyo there. I don't know how they got down in there. I can only see the top part of it. Now, you wouldn't think it's a long way from the shopping center over to this park. But once you go up the ramp and down the ramp on the other side, it's quite a ways. But I think we're almost here. Go walk around this nice park. I can't remember the name of it. Jimmy something. Have not been here for quite a while. It's a pretty nice park usually. Holy mackerel. My gosh, that was a motorcycle, I guess, going by on the freeway. People are just putting their life in their hands, I guess. Always someone hanging out. Oh, good. Step in the mud with my brand new shoes. That'll wear them in. That's all right. When I went up to the counter to pay for these, hardly a hello. Last few places I've gone, people have been going, welcome in, welcome in. It's just the good customer service rules have just not made their rounds, I guess. But the first thing she says is, go ahead and put your phone number in there and hit OK. I went, no, no, I don't want to put my phone number in there. Well, find the red X, hit the red X. What do I work here? So it's like, enough people have my phone number. I'm getting scam calls quite a bit. So, I don't know. I know that's important to them for marketing or to sell. But it just seems like we're packing our own groceries. We're doing everything ourselves online. It's like there's just not enough people working for customer service anymore. Doesn't seem. Well, this is nice. They blocked off the trail. I'll have to take a shortcut. Wow, a lot of aircraft around here. There's the bridge right there. If the ramp came down in here, it would have been so much nicer. I guess they didn't want to intrude on the park property. But yeah, that's a long ramp down. What did I do? Get in my griping mood? What happened? Trying to stay up. Positive. Pretty fascinating machines, though. Reminds me of when I was a little kid with my toy truck and little construction machines. Yeah, new shoes. Also went to Walmart and bought some new blue jeans and a shirt and something else. Oh, I think some shorts. New shorts. I have a hard time finding my size, but things don't make you happy. Money doesn't make you happy. People really don't make you happy inside for the most part. But I don't know. I was hoping buying some new shoes and a new shirt would make me feel a little better. It does a little bit, but I don't know. I've been pretty down lately. Hopefully I'm not conveying that too much, but sometimes you got to get it out. It's like, I don't know if it's my depression or I'm just so unhappy with certain things in my life. My job, on my day off, I checked the computer and there was an email saying I had messed something up. And I thought, I just can't get through the day without making errors anymore. I don't know if it's my anxiety or my age, but it's just getting too much. I don't know. Maybe I'll retire sooner than I thought, but it's just sad that things don't work out the way you want them to. They come to a certain end and surprise the heck out of you. But that's life, I guess. Just keeps throwing surprises at you. And usually at the very worst time. At this age, I just want to think about getting my job done and going home. And now it's like, what's going to happen today? And they're mostly fairly minimal, I think. To them, everything is a huge problem, but I don't know. It's not something I've worked for and applied for. I got kind of stuck in this position after working another job for over 20 years. So it kind of makes it hard. What is with the airplanes? That, along with just plain loneliness, I don't understand. I don't know how I got to this point. Must be something in my personality. I guess everybody has certain vibes they give out. I notice them and I kind of judge people on that, whether I like them or agree with them. I guess maybe I put out a vibe that people aren't attracted to me. But yeah, that along with aging and sore this, sore that, back, feet, elbows, shoulders, name it. It just gets really depressing and aggravating. Sometimes I just don't want to, I don't know, I'm just kind of starting to think about how much longer is this going to go on. This is a noisy park. Got the freeway and you got the airplanes. I had to look it up on maps. I could not remember the name of this park, and it was bugging me. It's Jerry Klein. I think I said Jimmy earlier. It's Jerry Klein. I don't know who Jerry Klein is, but I like your park, Jerry. Pretty funny. A robin runs a little bit, stops, stands up, looks around, runs a little bit further, stands up. But I'm to the point now where I'm just kind of counting my days. I'm actually saving a certain amount of money, knowing that I'm going to need so much for so long. So I'm okay there. Insurance I'm going to have to look into. They'll take a chunk. I just like to be prepared. So I just don't like to be left out in the cold for anybody. My house is mine. My car is mine. Don't have any big bills. So I'm doing pretty good there, thank goodness. Of course, I've saved like a squirrel and his nuts for quite a few years, and tried to invest here and there. So my plan was to retire in about a year and a half from now. Do the old Medicare and Social Security and a little bit of retirement money. Add that up, get me through about another 10 years. So I figure if I make it 10 years, I'll be all right. Not able to go out on vacation or anything like that or do anything, but I'll survive fairly comfortably. I just have too big of a food bill. Not just restaurants, but the groceries. Outrageous. That's my biggest bill, believe it or not. That breeze feels so good. It's like an air conditioner. Very, very noisy air conditioner. So thirsty. So thirsty. About time for lunch. See if I can find somewhere to have some lunch. If you want to come with me, that'd be great. Other than that, I'm going to say sorry I talked too much today. A lot of talking, a lot of stories. Had to get them out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming along. I always appreciate your viewership, your subscriptions, your shares, likes, comments, everything. I just love it. I love you. I really do. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye now. Uh-oh, an ambulance at the gym? That's not. Now, I was going to go to a restaurant, sit down in the air conditioning, and but last minute I decided not to. And lady's walking by me going, "What are you doing? What are you filming?" Keeps looking behind. I just don't feel like doing that. It looked pretty crowded too. So I'm gonna go over here to the food court at Coronado. What the heck? Everything's crowded right now. At least there should be some air conditioning in here. Oh yeah, feels good. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy. Lynn?
And this is what we're dealing with. All this Mediterranean stuff, then all of a sudden over here you got your burgers and fries.